Think about the images that flood your phone every single day. Now, imagine a photograph so unique, so seldom seen, that it offers a genuine window into a moment most of us can only read about. From pivotal historical events captured in a new light to intimate glimpses of iconic figures, rare photographs have a way of making the past feel surprisingly present. Whether you're a history enthusiast, a photography lover, or just curious about the extraordinary, join us as we uncover some truly remarkable and rarely seen snapshots from across the ages. My name is Phil from Rare Real Photos, and welcome to the channel. In this video, we're exploring fascinating captures spanning from the distant past all the way to recent history. And as you've come to expect from this channel, this week we have pictures that are guaranteed to shock you to your core. So you know the drill. Grab a drink, sit back, and let's get right into it. This photograph, taken on April 12, 1912, is the last known image of the Titanic before it sank. This photo shows Albert Einstein's office in Princeton, New Jersey, exactly as he left it, taken hours after his death in April 1955. In the 1850s, French neurologist Guillaume Benjamin Armand Duchenne used electrical probes to stimulate a subject's facial muscles, creating specific expressions for electrophysiology experiments. In the 1930s, London mothers briefly used suspended window cages to give babies fresh air, with no reported injuries or deaths. In April 1926, Ku Klux Klan members in Canyon City, Colorado, enjoyed a carnival's Ferris wheel on Main Street and posed for a front-page photo at the owner's request. Soviet youths in 1937 practiced gas mask drills as part of civil defense training. In 1864, 13-year-old orphan Robert McGee survived a scalping by the Sioux tribe, leaving him permanently scarred. Dr. Marie Stopes modified the racial brand rubber vault cap, a 1920s contraceptive device, reflecting her eugenic beliefs. European explorers were struck by the elongated heads of the Mangbetu people. Around late 1800s, Major General Horatio Gordon Robley was a British soldier, artist, and collector, known for his drawings of Maori people and culture, and his collection of mokomokai, preserved tattooed Maori heads. This lovely old photo from the Meiji era, 1890s to 1910s, shows a geisha. The mid-16th century Ottoman Zishaga helmet was a distinctive cavalry helmet influencing later European designs. Unsettling and spooky Halloween costumes from the mid-20th century. Giant sloths created these ancient tunnels. Dennis Rader, BTK, doing the hokey pokey at a wedding. Dennis Rader, the BTK killer, used a mask during his attacks. Survivors of the 1972 Andes plane crash are pictured. This image is from Heath Ledger's final film, The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, taken just days before he passed away. During the Great Depression, men lined up hopefully for job opportunities. An actual photo of the bomb over Nagasaki mid-explosion. The iridescent Brazilian jewel beetle, prized for its color-shifting beauty and rarity, can fetch up to $2,000. The Diefenbunker, a now museum underground bunker, reveals Canada's Cold War preparations for nuclear attack. The Dalmore 62-year-old single malt Scotch, a rare and expensive whiskey, represents the pinnacle of aged Scotch with only 12 bottles ever produced. Created in France in 1887 by Count Albert de Dion, Georges Bouton, and Charles Trepardou, the de Dion-Bouton steam tricycle was a pioneering steam-powered vehicle that reached a top speed of 37 miles per hour. Velvet ants, despite their name, are wasps with a painful sting, earning them the cow killer nickname and warning coloration. The Daming Hun Yitu, a 1389 Ming Dynasty map, is one of the oldest surviving world maps to depict Asia, Europe, and Africa from a Chinese-centric perspective. The Gough map, Britain's oldest surviving road map from around 1360, provides a valuable historical and geographical view of medieval Britain. The Chicago River is dyed green as part of annual St. Patrick's Day festivities on March 15, 2025 in Chicago. An aerial view of the Legoland Shanghai Resort under construction on March 17, 2025 in Shanghai, China. Fish market in Yakutsk, Russia, with average winter temperature of -104 Fahrenheit. This pomegranate appears to have a menacing, almost biting quality. The West Kamakuna skylight in Hawaii features a lava formation resembling a hellish portal with descending souls. Front-facing MRI scans provide direct anterior views of internal structures. Manute Bol, the 7'7" basketball player, is captured swimming. A woman vandalizes the Luis Carlos Galán statue with paint during an International Women's Day protest. Deadly violence and fires during a curfew, sparked by civil service job allocations and clashes between government forces and protesters, left many injured and an estimated 150 dead, though official figures were withheld. Illuminated fairy chimneys, unique geological formations in Cappadocia, shaped by volcanic activity and erosion over millennia, are showcased with various lighting techniques. Ukrainian air assault forces prepare a howitzer to fire on Russian positions as Ukraine intensifies its long-range drone attacks on Russian infrastructure. Forensics are investigating the crash site in Vinhedo near Sao Paulo, where a Vopas ATR-72 turboprop plane carrying 61 people and bound for Sao Paulo from Cascavel crashed. The German army's smallest and tallest soldiers during early World War II. A 1985 photograph captures the youthful figures of Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. A 1938 mirror selfie captures a youthful 23-year-old Frank Sinatra. Franz Reichelt's fatal jump from the Eiffel Tower while testing his parachute, 1912. A 1979 behind-the-scenes shot captures the filming of the opening crawl for The Empire Strikes Back. Lumberjacks from the year 1900. The Manhattan Bridge during its construction, 1909. 19-year-old Vladimir Putin. 1969, the Beatles preparing for their iconic Abbey Road crossing. A 356 MB hard disk. Ed Gein, a notorious American serial killer, crafted gloves from human skin. Viking reenactors in York, England, preparing to burn a large wicker wolf before the Jorvik Viking Center's reopening. Russian paratroopers in Kovan, Serbia, after they jumped from an IL-76 transport plane during a joint military exercise. Massive sinkhole that opened in a Fukuoka, Japan road, causing concern for nearby commercial buildings. Children playing on tombs in Manila's Navotas Cemetery, as millions in the Philippines prepare to visit cemeteries for the annual All Souls Day. An 11-meter replica of Rio's Christ the Redeemer statue being airlifted by helicopter in Pfeffers, Switzerland, from its former exhibition site to a new location near the Wartenstein ruin. Pedestrians in New Delhi, India, navigating through severe dust and smog, with pollution levels reaching 15 times the safety limit due to low winds, holiday fireworks, and crop burning. Donald Trump masks on the floor of a latex craft factory in Shenzhen, China, amid Chinese media's mockery of the U.S. election. A brown bear at the Madrid Zoo waiting for food. A wild elephant hit by a tranquilizer dart walking through the streets of Siliguri, India, after it had caused damage by wandering from the Baikunthapur forest. The hillside dwellings of Tibetan Buddhist nuns and monks at the Larung Wuming Buddhist Institute in Sichuan, China, widely recognized as the world's largest center for Tibetan Buddhist studies. The night sky above Sicily illuminated by Mount Etna's erupting Voragine crater, creating a dazzling display of volcanic lightning. A devotee dressed as Hindu Lord Shiva awaiting participation in a parade during the Kumbh Mela religious gathering in Trimbakeshwar, India. A masked Burundian protester confronting soldiers before a burning barricade during an anti-government demonstration in Bujumbura against President Pierre Nkurunziza's bid for a third term. An X-ray image of an 8-year-old sub-Saharan boy found hidden inside a suitcase carried by a 19-year-old woman entering the Spanish enclave of Ceuta. A man in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, helping his friend remove clothes pegs from his back during a game of dominoes where losers accumulate pegs. A lighthouse in South Haven, Michigan, encased in ice during a severe winter storm. A sculpture from French artist Cédric Leborgne's Voyageurs installation is suspended in the air as part of Geneva's Lux Festival. These were the last photos of Chairman Mao, clearly indicating his impending death. Freddy Ford was a mechanical robot from the 1960s designed to answer questions. A game piece from 2600 BC Mohenjo-Daro reveals ancient Indus Valley recreation. A 2,000-year-old Roman dagger found in Germany, initially resembling a chicken finger due to corrosion, was revealed through sandblasting to be a beautifully crafted weapon with its sheath and belt. The uniquely colorful peacock spider found in Australia and China uses specialized UV vision to hunt. In 2014, a man's final moments were captured after he entered a tiger enclosure. Bismuth crystals are beautiful, non-toxic elements known for their distinctive rainbow colors and complex geometric forms. Indian soldiers arriving in France, World War I, 1914. In 1785, Breguet watch number 92 revolutionized horology with its pioneering automatic perpetuel winding mechanism. Bioluminescent fungi, known as foxfire, emit a soft glow to attract spore-spreading insects and potentially deter herbivores, playing a vital role in forest ecosystem health. Janis Joplin's iconic 1964 Porsche 356C Cabriolet, adorned with a psychedelic mural, sold for $1.76 million, representing both art and her free spirit. On April 11, 2014, a suspected illegal 40-square-meter construction, hidden by plants, was seen atop a 19-story residential building in Guangzhou, China, its owner unknown since 2012. A fisherman encounters a suspected wolf eel face-to-face. This forest opening initially seems inviting, but becomes progressively sinister deeper within. Ash-smeared Hindu devotees danced in a religious procession preceding the Mahakumbh Mela festival. Fire retardant covers a street in Mandeville Canyon as the Palisades Fire, one of several burning across Los Angeles, rages. Emergency vehicles were deployed near flames in Castaic, Los Angeles, as Southern California anticipated rain after weeks of wildfires. Londoners ride the tube without trousers for an annual event. Just Stop Oil activists sprayed orange powder paint on Stonehenge in Wiltshire, prompting intervention from the public. Naked activists protested against the fur trade in an event organized by Anima Naturalis. Giant panda mother Aibao carries one of her newborn female twin cubs at Everland Park in Yongin. Smoke rings made of smoke, steam, and gases are rising from an active crater on Mount Etna. A massive landslide in Alausi, Ecuador, killed at least 7 and buried homes, prompting a frantic rescue effort. A man stands in a cave newly exposed by the melting Sardona Glacier in Vaiatis. A meter-long Crusader sword was discovered by a scuba diver among ancient artifacts off the coast of Caesarea in the Mediterranean Sea. First-year students at the University of St. Andrews engaged in their annual Raisin Monday shaving foam fight on the lower college lawn. A Moscow ice palace was converted into a temporary hospital to treat COVID-19 patients. Elderly residents at a Notori nursing home, particularly those with dementia, have shown increased activity and positivity through communication with the remote-controlled humanoid Telenoid. A massive wave is captured about to crash over a deck of the Manly Ferry freshwater, heading into the Pacific Ocean. The season's first iceberg drifted past the South Shore near Ferryland, an area known as Iceberg Alley. A 1928 photo captures the filming of MGM's iconic Lion Roar screen credits. The image portrays the Statue of Unity, a towering monument to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, which is nearly twice the height of the Statue of Liberty. Leonard Nilsson's 1965 Life magazine photo essay, Drama of Life Before Birth, captured in this image. The Mutter Museum of Philadelphia houses an S-Mark inhaler anesthesia kit, popular from the 1840s to the 1950s in both military and civilian settings. Imagine this huge creature appearing behind you while you're swimming underwater. A post-World War I photograph shows a British Army officer posing with 2 drag queens. Times Square, 1921. Walter Yeo, a soldier who underwent the first plastic surgery, 1917. Garrett McNamara attempts a record-breaking surf on a massive wave in Nazaré, Portugal. The image shows the remains of Komarov, the first astronaut to perish during a space mission. The models who posed for the American Gothic painting. On April 19th, people gathered at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem's Old City for the Holy Fire ceremony. On April 3rd, a man walked in Seoul, South Korea, protesting impeached President Yoon Suk-yeol. On April 14th, people gathered near a giant inflatable moon in Yevpatoria, Crimea for Cosmonautics Day. Inmates at Quezon City Jail in Manila, Philippines, sleeping on stairs due to severe overcrowding in the facility. A participant dressed as an orc from The Hobbit, preparing for a Battle of Five Armies reenactment near Doxy, Czech Republic. Lanterns ascending into the sky at the Borobudur Temple in central Java, Indonesia, during Vesak celebrations, a Buddhist holy day commemorating the birth, enlightenment, and passing of Gautama Buddha. The tadpole of Francoxalis giardoni, an unusual tree frog species thought extinct for over a century, known for tadpoles that feed on their mother's eggs. A lion catching a live chicken offered by tourists from inside a sightseeing vehicle at the Lokojoy Holiday Theme Park in Chongqing, China. Cedric Laborgne's sculpture Le Voyageur at St. James's Square, London during the Lumiere Light Festival. A Muslim heavy metal musician in Sao Paulo, Brazil, playing guitar while wearing a burqa, challenging perceptions of her faith and profession. In Zamora, Spain, penitents from the Cristo de la Buena Muerte Brotherhood participated in an Easter Holy Week procession. In December 1933, the RCA building was under construction as part of Rockefeller Center. A young cabaret dancer dressed in traditional attire poses for a photograph. The City of the Dead necropolis in southeastern Cairo, 1900. In 1939, women in Montreal wore plastic headgear to shield themselves from snowstorms. Cyclists smoked cigarettes while competing in the 1927 Tour de France. This photo captures the last moment of Andrea Mazzetto's life, taken seconds before he fatally fell while trying to recover his phone. Crafted by Christoph Schissler in Augsburg, Germany, between 1550 and 1570, the portable drum watch is a gilded brass timepiece intricately engraved with animals and foliage, reflecting Renaissance artistry. The $750 million Villa Leopolda, a historic French Riviera estate built for a Belgian king. The Epic of Gilgamesh, a 2100 BCE cuneiform text from Nineveh, explores human themes through the story of a Sumerian king's quest, offering insights into ancient Mesopotamian culture. This collectible Scotty Cameron My Girl putter, featuring a black pearl finish and 009 engraving, pays homage to Karsten Solheim's design and is prized more for its rarity than its playability. Michael Jordan's worn 1984 Olympic Converse, despite their condition, hold the record for the most expensive Converse shoes ever sold at $190,373. The elusive okapi, a giraffe relative with zebra-like stripes, inhabits Congolese rainforests. The Great Blue Hole, a massive underwater sinkhole off the coast of Belize, is over 300 meters wide and 125 meters deep, formed during the last ice age, and still largely a mystery, despite its unique stalactites and marine life. In 1960, Dr. G.H. Byford conducted an experiment at the RAF Institute of Aviation Medicine in Farnborough, studying eye reflex movements and visual illusions using a contact lens with a miniature lamp under an optokinetic drum. A man poses beside a massive wine storage container in 1881 Kankakee, Georgia. Jack the Baboon flawlessly worked on the South African railway system for 9 years in the late 19th century. In the mid-1870s, a pile of American bison skulls awaited grinding into fertilizer at an unknown location. Sunset thunderclouds created a spectacular and eerie visual effect. A student with a painted face attended a rally and march at Columbia University's New York City campus, marking the 1-year anniversary of the Columbia protest encampment. On April 2, 2025, recycled paper hot air balloons floated in the air during the annual Eid al-Fitr festival in Wonosobo, Central Java. On April 14, 2025, people paraded down a street in Dhaka during Bengali New Year celebrations. Cleaning women washing a crucifix, 1938. Well, that's a glimpse into some truly remarkable moments captured in time. I hope you enjoyed this look at these rare photos. If you did, be sure to hit that like button and let me know which image resonated with you the most in the comments below. And if you love uncovering these hidden pieces of history, don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating finds. Again, this is Phil from Rare Real Photos. Thanks for watching.